Lucas Marsh here from Engineered Wealth Management. I'm back. Beard is gone though, but the mustache is here, at least for a week or two. I know on my last video, I talked about wanting to share a series of concepts that I believe had made our family successful. And so we're starting out with the first video in that series today. And I wanted to share what I believe to be the most impactful concept from our family, and that is the monthly family meeting. In the amount of time that you can watch one episode of your favorite Netflix show, you can accomplish this monthly family meeting. Before we implemented these family meetings, I felt like running our household was chaos. We were reactive to our finances, couldn't keep track of family activities or coverage, and there was a lot of loose ends that remained open, things that we needed to do as a family that just never seemed to get to closure. So we implemented a monthly family meeting. In that meeting, we discuss finances, we go over our calendar, we look at goals, and we also discuss those open items that we may have as a couple or as a household. This family meeting and its agenda we have as a Google Doc, so it's a shared document that anyone can add to when you have those shower thoughts or toilet thoughts or wherever you're thinking and you have something that pops into your head that you need to discuss with your spouse. Just add it to that shared calendar. So you never forget to have that one conversation or add that one thing as a topic, and it's always captured in the family meeting. You are the CEO of your family, and so we really should be running our household like a CEO versus letting the chaos in the household run us. And like I've been talking about, this monthly family meeting has really changed the way we run our household and communicated as a couple. Not only has it added structure to our household, but I think it has really strengthened our relationship as a couple and increased our ability to communicate and aligned some of our goals as a family and as a couple. Along with a bunch of smaller successes, aligned finances, things that I've been talking about, I think one big success that I can say and attribute to this monthly family meeting is our ability to go on the journey that we're doing right now, starting a business and making a big entrepreneurial jump. So I have a sample family agenda here I'm going to share on the screen, and we'll go through it real quick. So if you have participated in any meetings in your business or employer, this agenda setup may look familiar to you. So we start out with standing agenda items each month and go over the fun stuff first. So we look at our expenses and our spending plan. So this is also known as your budget. I will dive deeper into both expense tracking as well as budget development in a future video. The same with the next topic, which is incoming funding. So your paychecks, any investments, any other way that you guys earn income, as well as how we and how I'm going to share with you guys we split that income and contribute to a family pot. So that additionally will be another video. We also talk about net worth, our investments, and any savings updates. So emergency funds, any short-term savings efforts, and then investments. And then once a quarter, we do a deeper dive into our financial plan. So what is our goals financially beyond just short term? The calendar review. So I will say, if you do not have a family calendar or a shared family calendar, this is a absolute must. I'm not even sure I need to do a video on it, but the only way to keep track of everything that's going on with a household with children is to have that shared calendar, putting both your personal engagements, social engagements, kids extracurriculars when you're off school. All of that should be captured in your family calendar. So if you don't have a family calendar, please, right after this video, create a shared calendar with your significant other or spouse. And then the one thing that you need to do during every meeting is to make sure to schedule the next meeting. So you have to get that monthly meeting on the calendar every month during that meeting, or we know what happens. It'll slip, it won't get scheduled. So build that cadence, build that rhythm every month by making sure that you schedule the next meeting during that meeting. Hopping back into the agenda, we look at old business. So this is just a sample of agenda. So these are items that have been brought up previously that are still open. You can see some things that we have on there for us personally. We have some art that we've purchased over the last couple of years through travels in Europe that we need to get framed. We have some housing projects that still need to get done. So finishing out the garage apartment, which you guys may or may not know about, we're working on. We need a new roof and we need a new driveway. And lastly, under old business is a family cookbook. So trying to capture some of those favorite family recipes of ours, as well as our parents and our grandparents. Thought it would be a super neat thing to have that family cookbook and be able to share as a gift. Who knows? You guys may get one. And then looking at new business. So these are items that have been added between this month and the prior month. So I've been talking with Lynn. We're looking at updating 401k allocations in 401ks. I'm looking to spend some more time with my parents. So when is the best time for me to spend a weekend or a long weekend in Austin? And then just looking ahead, how is our life insurance or disability insurance looking? Especially now, it's been a couple of years since we last looked at it. So we need to take a closer look and deeper dive into sort of our risk coverage there with life and disability insurance. And then since this was January's agenda, always like to look ahead for the full year. What goals do we have as a family for 2026? What do we want to accomplish financially, socially, educationally, and otherwise for 2026? So making sure to capture those goals so you're not just looking about what's happening next month, but 6, 8, 10, 12 months from now. And then lastly, those open discussion items, there's always those things that come up during the meeting that you didn't have a chance to put on the agenda, but some discussion during the meeting may have prompted you to think about that. So why does the monthly meeting work? First off, it creates space for those conversations. You know, the ones that I'm talking about that you've been avoiding with your spouse because they're going to be uncomfortable or something that you don't necessarily want to talk about, finances, social, running out of time, whatever it may be. It creates space for them versus having them in bed right before lights out, or one of y'all may have just gotten home and the other's been at home and ready to have that conversation. So creating space for those conversations, I think, is extremely important. It reduces your mental load. So when you have those shower thoughts or toilet thoughts or commute thoughts, you can put them down on the shared agenda versus trying to remember everything every month to discuss. Promotes communication between you and your significant other. Creates increased alignment in your goals, financially and otherwise, and then fewer surprises financially and otherwise, and fewer arguments. And then treats your family like the enterprise it is. I mean, if you aren't running your family like a business, who is running your family? And if chaos is running your family, then you aren't going to be getting anywhere fast. So after doing these monthly family meetings for a couple years, I did a little bit of research and actually discovered that there's, I guess I haven't been the only one that has thought this is a good idea. And I'm going to share a couple things that if you wanted to dive deeper into the topic, you can. So there's a gentleman named Gino Wickman who wrote a book called Traction, where he introduced the concept of an entrepreneurial operating system. And then a gentleman named Mike Kotsis, who actually adapted the entrepreneurial operating system for family, and he has some templates himself. So I'll share those resources down in the description if you're interested in diving deeper. As I've been mentioning, I'm working to create a series of videos of things that I believe that have made our family successful, or at least increased our ability to align ourselves with goals and objectives and meet those goals and objectives. So keep on the lookout for those videos over the next couple of months. As I mentioned, we'll be talking about how we split expenses as a family, development of a spending plan, aka a budget, and some other topics that I will dive deeper into. So as you've made it through this video, super interested in knowing, is this something that you already do with a partner? You know, do you guys already have a monthly recurring meeting, or is this a new comment, is this a new concept to you? So drop a comment down in the chat. Let me know what you guys are doing and if this has been helpful. Just a reminder, I'm going to put all these resources down in the description. So if you're interested in following up on anything below, or interested in having a conversation with me and how I believe I can help you and your family be aligned and be more successful, please check out the links. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, etc. below. Y'all take care. I'll talk to you next month.
A quick note. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not personalized investment, tax, or legal advice. Every person's financial situation is different, and you should consult with your own qualified financial, tax, or legal professional before making decisions based upon what we discussed today. Engineered Wealth Management is a fee-only registered investment advisor. Registration does not imply a certain level of skill or training. If you'd like to learn more about how we work, including our services and fees, you can find our Form ADV and important disclosures on our website. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.